Hello and welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. Wherever you're tuning in from, it's a sweet day in this world because it's Eid. So Eid Mubarak to all of you that are celebrating today. I welcome you to my kitchen. Today is also a sweet day in my kitchen because I am saluting a graduate in my family, somebody who just completed her master's degree, and I am going to make something very simple, but I'm going to tweak it and make it look really fancy. So my niece just graduated her master's program, and I'm going to make some chocolate covered mango wafers, right? So let me quickly tell you what all I need for this. I've just taken a good old packet of mango wafers. You can take anything that's your whatever child's favorite, strawberry, mango, whatever. Well, she's not a child because she's done her master's, but to me, she'll always be the baby. Okay, so I have these. I have some pistachios that I've chopped up really fine. I also have some chocolate that I've melted, you can see. And I have some cardamom to flavor this. And I have some mango essence. So these are some of the things that I have. Now, when I opened this packet, I actually thought that it was going to be yellow in color. So I thought I'll just dip it in the white colored chocolate. It would look really nice. But I realized that these are really just bland looking. So then what I decided to do was I decided to add some food coloring. Now, typically, if you know me, if you see my videos, I try to stay away from things like food coloring. But you know what? Today, I'm just going to do it because it's something fancy. And I want to give it to her along with her card and some flowers. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a pinch of cardamom to my white chocolate. And I'm going to put this away. And then the next thing that I'm going to do, instead of just making the whole chocolate yellow, I mean, if you have really basic skills and you don't have any food coloring, that's fine. You can just take this, you can dip it, and then you can roll it in the nuts, and it'll be really pretty as well. So if you're doing like a baby shower treat, or you're doing a graduation treat, or a birthday treat for somebody who has a quarantine birthday, this is a really good idea. Now, you have to work quickly because the chocolate does tend to get cold and then it's not so fluid anymore. Quickly add your mango essence. Now remember, the cream inside this is already mango flavored, so you don't want to do an overkill. Okay, just gonna give it a quick. So what I'm thinking is that if I do two colors, if I do like a white and yellow, and I do kind of like a marbling effect, that could be really cool, right? So what I've taken is a food safe, this is the lid of a container, but you can do it in a tray. And I'm gonna take out some of this chocolate right there, and then just spread it out. And then I'm going to add some food coloring to only one part of the chocolate. So some of it is white and some of it is yellow, and I'm just totally tweaking this as I go along. I've never done this before. I've worked with paints because I used to be a fashion designer for 25 years, but this is something new to me, right? So I think it needs a little more color. There's really not that much of a difference. So you're looking for a pop of color, but always add food coloring slowly. I do have gel colors as well, but I've just never used it, so I wasn't feeling confident. I might have to experiment on that with a few times before I can actually bring it to you guys. So you can see the color is becoming a little deeper. Still not quite there yet. The chocolate is also getting cooler, which is kind of making it hard to work with. I'm gonna put a little bit more. Never been a fan of color. I don't know why. Like, not food coloring. I love color, but food coloring is not my favorite thing. So I'm just trying to go for like a nice chrome yellow goldenish sort of a color. I might need to put this back in the microwave for a few seconds because I think it's really hardening up. See, now there's quite a difference between this and this, but it almost looks pink. It doesn't look yellow still. So I'm going to add a little more color. If you have any experience working with food coloring or desserts, hey, drop me a comment. It'll give me some reassurance that there's no reason to be afraid. Maybe that'll be reassuring for me that, you know, hey, it's okay. We all started somewhere. Okay, so I've given this a good zhoosh. So there's not going to be a huge contrast. It's going to be kind of subtle, but it's still going to be nice. And we're not going to dip the whole wafer in there. It's just the edges. Some people only do one side, and that's fine too. I kind of like that idea. So let's try several different versions, right? So this is just dipping one side. And you can tell I've never done this before. So there you go. And then I'm going to roll it there. And I have parchment paper, so I'm just going to lay this here. Then I'm going to do another one where I'm just going to put it in the white one. It helps if you're only dipping the edges, then you take something that's like a glass or a cup so that you can go deeper without having to waste too much chocolate. So I did this, and then I'm going to just go ahead and do this a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing, but it seems like it's like a lot of fun to play with this stuff, right? So yeah, okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and dip this. So there's just several different ways to do it. So let's say if you're doing a baby shower treat for a little baby girl, you can do it with pink, you can do it with blue for a boy. If you're doing it where the gender is not revealed, you can add different colors to this thing and still make it your own. I just would think that if you did both sides of the wafer, it just might get a little too sweet. See how adorable does that look, right? Like the colors next to each other, and it's, so I've kind of Indianized it without reinventing anything. Just a little bit of creativity. That's all I'm doing right now. I think this is a good time to be bored and stuck at home. Right? Hey there, all things artisanal, Starry Rock, and Bob Paneer. Hello, Anupama. I'm just trying to do some little tweaks for my niece who just graduated. She finished her master's. Okay, so I'm just coating this. I'm gonna stick it on parchment. I might have to go back into the fridge and chill it for a little bit. I totally don't mind doing that because I have to go see her in the afternoon, in the evening. And by then I'll be able to lift it off of the parchment and probably like put it in a nice coffee mug or something and add a little balloon to it. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll come up with something. So there you go. Yes, and see how different these are. So my advice to you would be to make sure that your nuts are kind of uniformly chopped. So you don't want stuff like this. This is kind of, and the devil is in the details. Look, so one of these actually at 90 degrees and the other side is almost like the diagonal. So depending on whatever you like, you can pretty much choose. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Meena Singh. Hello. We are making some white chocolate and mango wafers covered with pistachio. And there's an ice cream truck. So I don't know if he's come to announce to everybody that something good is being made here. I don't know what his plan is, but he's here every day at the same time outside my window. Yeah, so I'm just going to roll it in the nuts. It's really cute. I might do one more like this. I don't want to run out of chocolate. I might run out of nuts, but okay. So we're going to go here, dip these guys in here. It's really cute. It's like a little Indian twist to something. And if you don't like pistachios, you can put cashews. If you don't like cashews, you can do almonds. Like there's hazelnut, Nutella. I don't know. There's so many options that you can really do. The sky's the limit. Creativity just never gets in the way. Hi, Jyotsna. How are you? Welcome. I'm just making some treats for my niece that graduated. So it's like a grad little treat for her. She finished her master's program. So I'm just trying to, you know, show my love for her hard work. And she did that all while having a full-time job. So I think that's really cool. So, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these and 3 of these. So I think these 2 I'll just do with the white chocolate that's in here. You can almost, like, the cardamom is so intense. You can smell it so clearly. It's just beautiful. I love cardamom. I just have this obsession of Indianizing everything. So I put cardamom in everything, in my oatmeal, in my chai, everything. What I like about this treat is that it's a really quick project that you can do very quickly. If you have kids at home who are getting bored, You can do it with, you can use some chocolate that's sitting in your fridge that no one's eating, and you can kind of revamp it and make it look fancy schmancy, and do like a treat table with your kids, because of course they need something to do every day now. They're just bored. And with homeschooling, I think crafts is something that comes with it. And this is a good craft, right? If you make a mess, you just lick it off. I think kids would like that. Okay, so I think I'm all out of nuts. This one probably got just the last few bits. And I freaking love parchment paper because it just makes everybody's life so much easier. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna clean this mess, but this is where we're at. These are my little goodies that I made for my niece. I know it's not anything that needs rocket science, but it's just sometimes the simplest things that are so thoughtful that I just thought I should share it with you. If I'm doing it anyway, I might as well share it with my buddies. So thank you all for joining me, and if you're wishing me Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak to you as well. And that's what I opened with. It's a sweet day, so I hope that Allah will answer all your prayers, and there will be peace on earth, and there will be happiness and health in everybody's home. Thank you again for joining me. Be blissful, be flavorful, and I will see you soon again in another rocking video. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything crazy. Be nice to each other, and I will see you soon.